Throughout the ages, humanity has grappled with the challenge of defining and upholding moral values. In the modern era, however, this challenge seems more pressing than ever before. As we stand on the threshold of unprecedented technological advancement, global interconnectedness, and social transformation, many feel that we are also facing a profound moral crisis. The qualities that once formed the bedrock of societies, compassion, honesty, and integrity, are increasingly overshadowed by the allure of material success, technological convenience, and the relentless pursuit of power. To understand why morality appears to be in decline, we must first examine the forces that have shaped the current landscape, and then consider ways in which humanity might rediscover and restore its essential values. At the heart of the perceived moral decline lies the rapid expansion of technology. In just a few decades, the world has been transformed by digital communication, artificial intelligence, and social media. While these innovations have brought countless benefits, connecting people across continents, democratizing information, and streamlining daily life, they have also created new challenges. The anonymity of online interactions can breed cruelty and dishonesty. The constant exposure to curated images of success and happiness can foster envy, insecurity, and a distorted sense of reality. In this digital environment, meaningful human connections can be replaced by superficial interactions, making it harder to cultivate empathy and understanding. Materialism is another powerful force shaping the modern moral landscape. The global economy has lifted millions out of poverty and created opportunities for prosperity, yet it has also fueled a relentless focus on acquisition and status. Advertising, consumer culture, and the pressures of social comparison encourage people to define their worth by what they own, rather than by who they are. In such a climate, the virtues of generosity, humility, and selflessness can seem old-fashioned or even irrelevant. The pursuit of wealth and comfort often comes at the expense of deeper, more enduring forms of fulfillment. Alongside technology and materialism, the race for power exerts a profound influence on moral life. In politics, business, and even personal relationships, the desire for influence and control can cloud judgment and erode ethical standards. When winning becomes more important than playing fair, when expediency trumps principle, and when self-interest outweighs the common good, moral norms begin to unravel. Scandals and corruption become commonplace, trust in institutions erodes, and cynicism takes root. Yet, the current crisis cannot be attributed solely to external forces. At a deeper level, there are shifts in the way individuals and societies think about morality itself. In a world of competing philosophies, diverse cultures, and rapidly changing norms, there is often confusion about what is right and wrong. Moral relativism, the idea that values are subjective and context-dependent, can make it difficult to establish shared standards. When every individual or group defines morality for themselves, the sense of a common ethical foundation is weakened. The breakdown of traditional communities and social structures also plays a role. In the past, families, religious organizations, and local communities provided strong moral guidance and support. Today, many people feel isolated, disconnected from these sources of meaning and accountability. Without the ties that bind people to one another and to a shared sense of purpose, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture and retreat into self-absorption. Despite these challenges, history shows that humanity is capable of remarkable moral renewal. Time and again, societies have faced moments of crisis, only to rediscover the values that sustain them. The question, then, is not whether restoration is possible, but how it can be achieved in our own time. The first step is self-reflection. Each individual must look inward and examine their own beliefs and actions. Are we living in alignment with our highest values, or are we swept along by the currents of convenience and conformity? Small acts of honesty, kindness, and integrity, repeated day after day, form the foundation of moral character. When enough people commit to living with intention and purpose, the effects ripple outward, influencing families, workplaces, and communities. Education is another crucial tool for moral restoration. Beyond teaching facts and skills, education should cultivate empathy, critical thinking, and a sense of responsibility toward others. From an early age, children should be encouraged to consider the impact of their actions, to appreciate the perspectives of others, and to grapple with ethical dilemmas. Schools, families, and communities must work together to model and reinforce moral behavior. Technology, often seen as a cause of moral decline, can also be part of the solution. Digital platforms can be used to spread messages of hope, justice, and compassion. Online communities can bring together people from diverse backgrounds to work toward common goals. Artificial intelligence can be designed with ethical considerations in mind, promoting fairness and accountability. Restoring morality also requires a renewed commitment to the common good. This means looking beyond individual gain to consider the welfare of others, locally, nationally, and globally. It means standing up for justice, protecting the vulnerable, and working to address systemic problems such as poverty, discrimination, and environmental degradation. Public leaders, businesses, and institutions must be held to high ethical standards, and citizens must demand transparency and accountability. Finally, the restoration of values depends on the power of hope. It is easy to become discouraged in the face of so much division and cynicism, but history is full of stories of people who have made a difference, often against great odds. Change begins with the belief that a better world is possible, and with the willingness to take action, however small. In the end, the moral crisis of our time is not an inevitable consequence of progress. It is a challenge, a call to remember what truly matters, and to act accordingly. By reflecting on our own values, nurturing the next generation, harnessing the potential of technology for good, working for the common good, and choosing hope over despair, humanity can rediscover the compassion, honesty, and integrity that have always been its greatest strengths. The future depends not just on what we invent or achieve, but on who we choose to become. Subscribe for more deep dive videos on humanity.